Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Go Veer Go Home. Today we're going to do an unboxing and installation of the new Woodland Scenics utility system. This set will include the double crossbar utility poles and the transformer connection set. These sets are available in N scale, HO, and O scale. Let's open them up and we'll take a look and see what you get inside. Okay, so first we'll take a look at the utility poles. These are a double crossbar, which you can also get the single bar as well. Now they do come in a protective sleeve. And the wires are wrapped up in spools. And you also get the supporting rods as well. Now, I probably won't be using all 4 of these on my layout yet, but I will definitely put them to good use. Also, if you have any buildings on your layout that you want to specifically add power to, we can use the transformer set and we can run power from the utility poles right to the buildings directly. So I'm just going to open this one here. And show you what's inside of these. Also, this little thing here is a wire threader, just in case you have to thread it through any of the poles there. So that'll help you with that. And this part here will actually attach to the pole, and then it goes over to the building, and it gives you enough wire to do that, and it also can get stuck right into the ground. So after deciding where you want to put your utility poles, clear the area so that you're able to get in there with your drill. I do already have a lamppost there, so I'm just going to go around that. You want to use your 3 and 30-second drill bit to drill down. And normally you want to do them at least 11 inches apart. This one is going to be a little bit closer, but that's okay. That's only because I don't want to cross the tracks with overhead wires. Okay, so next, making sure you have enough give on your telephone wires. You want to place your first one, or the farthest one away. There we go. And then you want to place your next one. Perfect. So now you want to make sure that they are up at a 90-degree angle, and you want to make sure that your wires are sufficiently strung through and that there isn't really any that are hanging too low. You'll be able to glue these in place as is, and then you want to use a very good glue up here, gluing all your wires to the pole, because then you're going to snip them all, and you want to make sure that those are all set where they're going to be. So I just want to show you here that both the telephone poles are glued in, and even though they're glued in place, I still had a bit of a heck of a time getting these tight enough on there and glued in place. What you also want to do is, because you're going to be cutting all of these, you want to make sure that you glue them to the pole that's next in line before you do snip them. That way you have to go back and thread them through each one of these, which takes even longer. I also took the liberty of drilling another hole just over here, and I did place another pole from the expansion set, and I glued that right up there, and you can see the line sort of going right across the road here, because this pole is going to support going to the building that I'm going to have over here on the right. And yeah, then basically it's just a matter of stringing that to the building and then cutting these. Now I also did put a support pole back here. You can kind of see the yellow. Make sure the yellow is at the bottom. And you normally want to do that where your wires are going in a different direction. So in this case, where I'm pulling it this way, but technically the wire is going back this way, I put that there, pulling it back away from this pole so that it gives it a little bit more support. And that's just a matter of gluing it at the top and the bottom, and it's in place and it's set. So here you can see we've got the next pole in line. There's about 3 inches between that pole and the pole that I have attached to the ground. This one is not. I put a dab of glue on each one of the strings here, and I'm going to let that dry. I did use the Instacure, and I find that this dries really quickly and it's really strong. So what's going to happen is that once this does dry, I can come in here with my scissors, snip that, clean it off, clean off the back of this, and then that's my new starting pole. And I can either add another set to that side, or I can start off with it and just do another 2-pole set somewhere else on the layout. But we'll come back once that is snipped, and then we'll look at the final product. And there's your final look there. I clipped the wires so that it's just the 2 telephone poles now. They are stuck in the ground. I've added the support pole, and I've even used the extension to send the wires across the road there to the building. I have not attached the piece to the building to accept the wires, just because I still need to be able to remove it. So I'm gonna leave it as is for now, but the main part with the poles on the side of the road are done. And as you can see, I've added my detail bus back to the road there, and it's basically in, and that's all you have to do. Everything that I've showed you here today, you can find in the very detailed instructions that it does come with. It gives you all the information you need and the measurements so that you can install a set like this fairly easily. So you don't have to be pro or anything to do this. But I mean, if I could suggest or say that if you're starting and you're not used to doing stuff like this, go for the single bar. There's I've got the one with the 2 bars at the top, the double cross. Dealing with 6 wires or is it more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, it's 8 wires going across. It does get a little hectic, and you can cut that down to 4 if you just do the single cross bar at the top. I just tend to like the look of these ones a little bit more, so that's why I went with these ones. But I guess that's all part of it, right? That's all part of the hobby. They went in, they were installed fairly easily, and the same thing with the support pole that's at the back there with the yellow detail. They literally look like a wood telephone pole. They're already weathered, and they have a little bit of color to them. They have the wear and tear to them as well, which I think is neat. And with the extension pack there, where you can add wires going to buildings now, so that you can electrify all your buildings, it just adds the next level of realism to it. But other than that, check out the woodlandscenics.com website for more information. I got mine from Otter Valley, so shout out to them for sending these out to me. The price, again, for the set of 4 poles is about $25, and the other set, the extension pack, was about $13. $25 for 4 telephone poles might seem like a lot, but everything was basically set up for me, and it was good to go right out of the package. So I'll let you be the judge of that, if that's worth it or not. To me, I don't mind. It is what it is. It's part of the hobby. But that is my review for these telephone poles from Woodland Scenics. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. I'm Go Veer, Go Home, but I have a train to catch.